Hello people, I'm the comic book gamer and I am back. I was on vacation, but now I'm back for Battlefront Sundays. So yeah, this time I'm playing as the CIS because I always play as the Republic, and Revenge of the Sith was the bad guys movie anyways. And that's what we're going to be talking about since I talked about the first two prequels already. Thank God I'm past those. We're actually to the good part of the movie. Some people hate Revenge of the Sith, but I actually enjoyed it. It's not as good as the originals, not any of them. Some people try to argue, it's better than Return of the Jedi, and those people are crazy. Like, I don't know why Return of the Jedi has, like, so much hate. Even though, like, it's not exactly hate, it's just it doesn't get what it, the love it deserves. Like, for some reason, Return of the Jedi, a lot of people don't love the movie as much as I think they should, but that's just me. Anyways, supposed to be talking about Revenge of the Sith, not Return of the Jedi. So yeah, let's do this. The opening to this movie is fantastic. It's great. There are some cringe-worthy Lucas dialogue, and the Count Dooku fight isn't all too great. But besides that, the opening's fantastic. I love it. Like, I love Obi-Wan and Anakin. They actually have good chemistry during this scene, which is like really weird for the prequels. During the beginning, they actually have some decent chemistry. Hayden Christensen went from being a terrible, unwatchable actor to a sometimes halfway decent actor throughout this movie. He's still terrible sometimes in the movie, but at some parts, like the beginning, he's all right. It's like, okay, he's not too bad. I can watch him and not be like trying to claw my eyeballs out like I was in episode 2. So yeah, that's a plus. But yeah, the opening with the starfighter, and then they break onto the ship, start killing battle droids. Like, everything about the opening, besides like what I mentioned earlier, is great. They're flying through, making some jokes, being Jedis, destroying battle droids. Then you get introduced to this new villain called General Grievous that has all these lightsabers. Looks pretty cool. You don't know anything about him, so it's a good opening. But when it gets to Count Dooku, the fight just didn't make sense. He treats Obi-Wan like a toy. I was like, really? What? How? Like, I get the fact that he didn't do that to Anakin because he sees that there's potential for Anakin to be turned to the dark side, so he's not just gonna, like, try to destroy him right away. But the way he treated Obi-Wan was like, how's Obi-Wan supposed to be such a good Jedi again when Count Dooku just destroys him? I know Count Dooku's a great Sith. Not great guy, he's not that great of a guy, but I figure that he would probably beat Obi-Wan, but not the way he did. He destroyed him like he was nothing. I mean, absolutely like he was nothing. And so that fight wasn't too great, but I love the part where Anakin absolutely just cuts his head off. I thought that was pretty cool, and showing Anakin's turn to the dark side. Now, this movie is Emperor Palpatine's movie. Like, Ian McDiarmid does a great job as the Emperor, and the Emperor throughout this movie, to see him conniving and setting Anakin up to be Darth Vader, it was great. I loved that. Like, it was absolutely amazing seeing how he did that. We actually had a good villain. Like, in episode 1, Darth Maul was cool and all, but he still wasn't that great, and the Sith never really did anything. Because if you think about, like, the plans of the first 2 episodes, episode 1, get Amidala to sign this treaty. Episode 2, kill her because she didn't sign the treaty. The heck was that? I don't know if you guys heard that. Freaked me out. Anyways, episode 2 was, you know, kill Amidala because we couldn't get her to sign the treaty. Then, episode 3 is just, you know, turn Anakin because we couldn't get Padme. Even though now Padme is more vulnerable than she's ever been because her husband's away and she's pregnant, so she can't do anything. But, you know what, now we should stop trying to kill her. But anyways, the story was pretty cool. It's still not the greatest movie in the world, like, even close, but it's still a fun movie to watch. I'm trying to decide who I should be. Like, we got some cool action in it. The story was actually good this time. I love seeing the turn of Anakin, even though Hayden Christensen, like, Revenge of the Sith would be so much better if they had a good actor as Anakin. Like, it would legitimately be a really good movie. But sadly, Hayden Christensen is a terrible actor, and so that takes away from it. Again, like I was saying, he was halfway decent at parts in this movie, though. He wasn't near as bad as he was in episode 2. Episode 2 was just unwatchable. Like, the fight between... Oh, again, I'm just, like I do with all the Battlefront Sundays, I just skip from parts to part in the movie, because that's what I do for these videos. Anyways, Oh, that guy just, like, murdered me. The whole fight between Obi-Wan and General Grievous was pretty cool. I love the way when he jumps down there. He's just like, hello there. Like, so confident and everything. And, like, tries to take down Grievous. And Grievous calls his men off. That was pretty cool. And I was wondering, like, how is Obi-Wan going to take this guy on? This guy's got 4 lightsabers. They had a pretty cool battle. I love the ending where he's just, like, so uncivilized. Like, that was a really cool fight. There's so many. Oh, no, I wanted a starship. Ah! I wanted a starship. That guy won't die. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, hard to talk and play decently at the same time. Let's go. Let's go. Anakin. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that noise is. Anyways, Anakin's whole turn to the dark side was pretty well done. Like, that scene, I think it's unanimous that that's the best scene in all the prequels, where Emperor Palpatine and Anakin are right there at that, like, bubble show or whatever that was. That scene's great, where he's just like, you know, you could save Anakin with all this. He tells him the story of that Sith guy. He's like, and then Anakin's like, is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. That part was great. I loved it. It sent chills down my arms and everything. It was great. Like, again, Ian McDiarmid just killed as Palpatine. The only part that Ian McDiarmid didn't do too great at was the fight scenes, which isn't his fault. He's like 1,000 years old, but like, you just see him making all these weird faces and, like, the motions that the Emperor does. It doesn't seem like a master saber fighter. Like, he's just doing these weird stabbing motions and stuff, and that fight that was supposed to be so cool ended up being kind of lame. Like, it wasn't that great of a fight. It was just, it's all right. It is what it is. It's not that great of a fight. Thought it'd be a lot cooler. Like, the fact that he takes everyone out was cool, but the way he did it wasn't. And then you have the part where Anakin actually turns to the dark side. Now, that is controversial, especially between me and my brother, and a lot of Star Wars fans as well. Is, do you guys, I really want to know in the comments, do you guys think that Emperor Palpatine knew Anakin was coming, so he set himself up to lose to to Mace, so that way he would appear more vulnerable to Anakin and appear that the dark side's not so bad? I think that, yes, he did lose to Mace on purpose, so that way he could easily trick Anakin. But my brother, who's a big Mace Windu fan, was like, no, Mace beat him fair and square, and Anakin came in there and saved him. That's what I want to know. What do you guys think? Because I think that the Emperor had it all planned out, and that it makes him that much cooler. I have no idea where I'm at. Okay, now I know where I'm at. Ah! Let's land, because I'm going to die otherwise. Perfect landing. Order 66 was cool. Like, everything that happened when Anakin was going through and killing everyone at the Jedi Temple, that was awesome. I loved seeing all that. And when he killed the younglings, like, that could have been done better, but it was still a cool scene. Oh my gosh! I don't know what that noise is. It's scaring me. I'm thinking it's showing up in the game audio, so you guys should be able to hear it. I don't know. But I don't know if it's like my headset or what. I think you guys should be able to hear it, but dang, it's freaking me out. Just this weird little explosion type thingy. Anyways, Order 66 was cool. Like, that scene was so awesome where it just went through the montage of the clone troopers killing, like, all those Jedi. I keep forgetting I'm fighting the clones, so I see him, I'm like, oh, that's my teammate. But anyways, yeah. I'm surprised there's no Jedi on this map. This is a modded map, if you couldn't tell, by the way. But for the Order 66, it's pretty cool, although I do think some Jedis, like Ki-Adi-Mundi and stuff, would have held out for a bit longer than they did. Like, Ki-Adi-Mundi turns around, and he realizes, oh, they're going to try and kill me. He blocks, like, 2 shots and then dies. It's like, really, man? Really? I thought you could have blocked a few more, taken on some, but no, he's just like, death. Death awaits me. But, yeah, you think he would have noticed something like that. Then Battlefront 2 obviously covered some of the other story that happens in episode 3, which is cool, like showing how the 501st the kind of like didn't feel right about what they did, but they did anyways because those were their orders. Then we have the final battles that were really cool. Like, people complain about, oh, it's too choreographed. It, like, the Obi-Wan versus Anakin battle was really choreographed, but I still thought it was a cool looking battle. Oh my gosh. and it was cool. There were some stupid parts, like the part where they just swing for like 20 times real fast and miss each other every time. I was like, what's up with that? Ah! Oh, nice flip, man. The fight was cool itself, and then how it was intertwined with like the Emperor versus Yoda fight, which was much better than the Yoda versus Dooku fight. I hated the Yoda versus Dooku fight, and this, like, Yoda wasn't flipping around like a complete and total idiot like he was in the Count Dooku fight. In that Count Dooku fight, he looked like an idiot. Like, you gave a little kid force powers and a lightsaber, that's what they do. They do what Yoda did, just flip around like a complete idiot that didn't know what they were doing. And in episode 3, he didn't flip around as much. He like actually made sense with his movements, and I liked seeing that. And that was a cool battle. And I loved how they were like throwing stuff at each other. And when Yoda first moves in, that was awesome. How he just takes out those 2 Crimson Guards like nothing, just waves his hand. I was like, yeah, so cool. No. And I'm dead. Let's go with this guy. Let's go with Geonosis. What the? This aimer is all weird. I can fly now. But yeah, the final scene between Anakin and Obi-Wan was great. Like, because Ewan McGregor is such a great... That stupid ship. Anyways, but that because Ewan McGregor was such a great actor, he made that scene. Because Hayden Christensen definitely wasn't gonna make it. He was terrible, but I loved it. Ewan McGregor, you were my brother, Anakin. You're supposed to destroy the dark side, not join them. Bring balance to the Force, not leave it in darkness. It was great. I loved it. I was like, oh no, no. But it was so great. Cause like, and oh my gosh, but thinking about something else. Well, Padme's death is what I'm specifically thinking about. That happens right after that. But anyways, it was kind of weird with how Obi-Wan left Anakin. He told Yoda he wouldn't kill him. He was, you know, he was like his brother. He wouldn't kill him. He trained him and everything. Qui-Gon told him to. He wouldn't kill him. But he like just hacked all his arms off and left him there on fire. I have a hard time believing Obi-Wan would do that over like ending his misery. Like, that's what I think Obi-Wan would do. I don't think he'd just be like, well, you know, I said I wouldn't kill him, so I'm just going to leave him there on fire with, you know, missing limbs. But no, you know, instead he's just like, I'll leave him there because that's not as bad as death. That's like the Batman method. Just break their bones and leave them in the cold snow with no hospital. You know, that's better than not killing, than killing them. Stupid. But anyways, the way Padme died was one of the worst parts of the movie. She didn't have the will to live. No one cares. My gosh, Padme, I just want to see you die. I was hoping Anakin would just like freaking kill you right then and there. Instead, I don't have the will to live. I thought the lamest way to kill her. She was annoying throughout the series. Natalie Portman's a good actress, but not when it came. Sorry about that. The game just crashed. Anyways, that's what you get for playing with mods. Anyways, like I was saying, Natalie Portman's a good actress, but not when it came to the prequel. She was terrible. And you can't really blame that on the George Lucas dialogue. Like, he's terrible with his dialogue. But look at Ewan McGregor. Still a great actor, even with all that terrible dialogue. Anyways, the ending was disappointing with how she died. And then it's like, Qui-Gon's still around. It's like, what? But it was cool seeing like how Luke and Leia got to where they were. I liked seeing that. And so yeah, overall, I would say Revenge of the Sith is a good movie. I would give it a 7 out of 10 if I had to rate it on a scale. I enjoyed it. It's not the best movie ever, but I still have fun watching it. And like Order 66 was great. The lightsaber battles are cool. General Grievous was an alright guy. Like, I wouldn't say he's great, but I wouldn't say he's bad either. He had a really cool design. And I wish they would explore the aspect more of the fact that he, like, killed Jedi and collected their lightsabers and stuff. But because they didn't really add much to his character, he just looked cool. Because, I mean, come on, he had 4 lightsabers. How is that not cool? And again, Obi-Wan was great like he was throughout all the movies. The Emperor was an amazing villain. Ian McDiarmid just was born to play the Emperor. Like, seriously, he nailed it. I love seeing how he manipulated Anakin. Where the heck am I? And he was just like, I'm going to put you on the council, because he knew they wouldn't promote him to master. And I love that. Got Anakin all pissed about it. Ready? Ready? I'm gonna die. But yeah, I think not on a Star Wars scale, this is definitely a good movie. Because on a Star Wars scale, that's harsher. Purely, oh, I can have Mace or Anakin. But that's purely because of the fact that, the Star Wars scale, the originals, those are all, at least to me, 9 out of 10. Then like, I would give Empire Strikes Back a 10 out of 10. So that's kind of like a hard scale to measure up to. But just normal movie scale, definitely Revenge of the Sith is a good movie, and I would give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoy watching it. Obi-Wan's awesome. Emperor's awesome. Those two make the movie. Anyways, those are my thoughts on Revenge of the Sith. And next week, I will be talking about A New Hope, and that should be fun. Finally getting to the really good stuff. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like.